Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be talking about the best and the worst products of 2017. I think I have a lot of more of the products I would say that I like than I dislike because I do buy all my makeup myself. So I try to find reviews and, you know, watch other videos on things that people rave about more. Obviously, everybody has a difference of opinion. Some things do work out and some things just don't. Make sure you guys subscribe down below, and if you hit that little bell next to it, that'll inform you every single time I upload a new video. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And with that, I'm just going to jump into the video. Alright, so I think this is going to be the biggest thing I talk about, and it's going to be primers because I have a lot of them. So I want to say that my favorite primers are probably, out of all of them, are going to be the NYX Angel Veil. I love this stuff. The CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer for dry skin, and my Optical Illusion Primer. This is by far my favorite. This is my second favorite, and then this is more of a moisturizing primer, but it goes on my skin. My foundation sits really nice on top of it, and it gives me a great drink of hydration because, like I said, my face is super dry. I do put a lot of moisturizer on, and I do keep my face very moisturized, but you know, you sometimes you need that little extra boost, and this gives it to me. And then I'm going to talk about these two together because, well, this is my favorite and this is second runner-up because these are the only two I have ever found that actually cover the pores and set in my pores. You know, no matter what I do, I'm going to have lines and you can really see my pores. No matter what, you're going to be able to see them. I don't think I'll ever find a primer that just makes me look completely flawless. But these two get me pretty close, and I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Alright, and for primers that I just didn't like, these are my opinions. So if you like these items, don't come for me. You know, keep using them. This is just an opinion. This is opinion-based video. Do what you do, girl. Everybody likes different stuff. So for the first one, and mind you, all these are sample sizes. But for the first one, it is the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I've used this multiple times trying to give it a chance, and it just doesn't do nothing for me. Like, it's refreshing, yeah, but I'll stick with my True Match one because it's just better. It's just better. Save your money. And then I have the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This does nothing. Nothing. I actually just got the other one in this thing, the tan one, and it's going to go in a giveaway. Plain and simple, because I don't like this one. Why am I going to like that one? And lastly, I know people are going to have something to say about this, but like I said, opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody has one. And that is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. The original one, this just makes me feel super greasy. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't think it's not illuminating. It's not pore filling. It's not moisturizing. It's nothing. Plain and simple. I just don't see why everybody raves about it. It's not for me. So be it. Now we're going to talk about foundation. So my holy grail foundations from this year. See, and by the way, I don't know if these are from this year or not. I don't know if they're launched this year. This is just stuff I've discovered this year. My holy grail foundation is my Too Faced Born This Way. This is probably the only foundation that I have over here. No. Okay, no, it's not. But most of the foundations I have, I've already repurchased. I have not repurchased this, but a little of this goes a long way. I use 2 pumps on my whole face with a beauty blender. I use 3 with with a brush. Like, it's amazing. And actually I need to go a shade lighter. This was my summer shade, but actually I think this was my first high-end foundation I ever bought. I don't know why, it just attracted me to this so much, and I've heard mixed reviews on this hardcore. I've heard people say that they love it, and I've heard people say that it's horrible. To me, it's beautiful, and it makes my skin look beautiful. And my second favorite Holy Grail foundation, like, these are my two favorites, my absolute two favorites, the Born This Way and then this one, which is the Hourglass Vanishing Seamless Finish Stick Foundation. And I actually have two because, yes, I have repurchased this already, and I got Ivory, and it's a little too dark for me now, so I went and picked up Shell. I've seen people talk about this, and I don't think I've heard any really bad reviews about this, and I was like, I want that foundation. I want it. And I remember I got a little tiny one. I actually still have it in Shell from my Sephora Play box. And I'll tell you what, like, first off, how did they know my perfect match? And secondly, like, I just use it as concealer, and I loved it as concealer. Like, I picked that up over any concealer I had. This is just amazing. Like, it leaves my skin looking flawless, and I paid $56 in total for it, which I thought was kind of outrageous for foundation. Fucking outrageous. I see why people pay this. Like, it is only $48, but I paid shipping and stuff too. But I see why people pay this, and this is one foundation I will definitely pay that price for once again. Absolutely. Hands down. So my third foundation is a drugstore foundation, and I think it is just as good as my Too Faced and my Hourglass. Like, but you can buy it at the drugstore for like $9. I mean, you're not going to get this anywhere else. I've heard people talk about this, and, you know, I was skeptical, and I actually found some in my makeup bag that a friend had gotten me a bunch of makeup a long time ago. I found some in my makeup bag, and I tried it. And I mean, mine was the wrong color, like the wrong undertone, but I ended up buying my actual undertone, and you guys have heard this before, and it is the L'Oreal True Match. I thought this looked beautiful on me, and then I went and bought this, and I'm like, okay, first off, this is like my perfect match, true match, legit. But this stuff, like, it for drugstore, it's amazing. It's hard for me to find something that doesn't like settle and doesn't crease hardcore or doesn't just separate on my face and look horrible, and that has the coverage that I want for a drugstore. And this does it all. The only thing I don't like about this is the applicator. I really wish that it was a pump, or at least put a damn spatula in it. That'd just be easier. I feel like I waste a lot of product because I put way much more than I need. Foundation I did not like. It's fucking Wet n Wild Photo Focus. People will say this shit is great. It's not. Like, I use my Optical Illusion Primer, and I gave this a fair shot because my Optical Illusion Primer can usually make a lot of things look good, even if it doesn't look good. Like the Tarte Amazonian Clay, y'all know that I really didn't care for that foundation, but it made that shit look good. Like, I actually like that stuff now. But this, like, nothing helps it. It looks fucking horrible on my skin. We're going to talk about concealers. I don't necessarily think I have any that I absolutely hate. Like, I'm looking at all this stuff in front of me, and I don't think I really hate any of it. So I'm just going to talk about the ones I love. Okay? So for starters, you guys know what's coming. Shape Tape. And what's funny about this is I have been using the fake one for a while now. I bought it off Macari. Surprise, surprise. And I didn't know that I got a shit Tarte Shape Tape. No. Anyway, you guys knew that the Shape Tape was coming. I love this stuff. This is the fake one, this is the real one. Even the fake one was pretty decent. I can't say it's as good. Like, I mean, this is the fake one, that's the real one. You can smell the difference in them. Like, this one actually still smells pretty good. But that being said, like, it's Shape Tape. Like, I don't need nothing else to say. If you haven't tried it, try it. Like, it's probably my favorite. My first, second favorite, because the other one that's up there with it is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is actually pretty much gone. I never go through concealer like this, but this one is gone. I went to go repurchase this actually right before Christmas, and they were out of my color. Like, I couldn't even get the color that was next up. Like, I could use the two lightest colors, and they didn't have either. They were both sold out. So I picked up this guy, the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I'm thinking that I might like this one better. I don't know yet, because I use this just like, I pretty much use my Shape Tape, and then I'll use this to carve out my eyebrows and set my eyelids and do all that jazz with. Like, this is good for that. Like, I've never tried the MAC paint pots, but I see people use those all the time, and I'm just like, I don't need to have MAC, girl. I can use whatever concealer. I don't crease as much with this, and I crease like a motherfucker, so no matter what, like, it doesn't really matter as long as it's full coverage, because I get really bad bags. But this stuff, like, it just does not crease as much. The Maybelline Master Conceal, this stuff is comparable to the high end. Like, look at this thing, it's so flat because of me squeezing it, and I bought this on a whim a while ago. It's probably past its expiration date. This stuff is just super comparable. Like, it has some full ass coverage, and I love it. Like, I love it. It's honestly, like, I could compare it to my Shape Tape, plain and simple. So I'm going to talk about two concealers that are okay. They're okay. They're not fan-fucking-tastic like my other ones I just talked about, but that is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Everybody raves about this, says it's comparable to Shape Tape. No, the fuck it is not. Sorry, no, it is not. First off, maybe that the lightest shade is not light enough for me. Like, it is just not. And the coverage is not, it's not Shape Tape coverage. It's just not. And then the last one is the Born This Way by Too Faced. This is good for if you are looking for more of a hydrating concealer rather than a coverage concealer, because I know some people don't worry about creasing or bags like I do, but this one, it's okay. Like, what I usually do with this is I'll put some Shape Tape down, and then I'll add a little bit of this just to moisturize my under eyes, because I do have very bad bags. So for setting powders, you guys know that I don't use Laura Mercier, so that's not going to be in here. Okay, it's not. And I actually do have some. I just got it. I have not tried it. I was saving all this stuff for a video, and I've showed that thing 10,000 times. So you know one thing I got for Christmas. My favorite setting powder by far so far is, you guys see me use it all the time, it's the Too Faced Born This Way Erythral Setting Powder. This stuff does what the fuck I need it to do. Okay, I don't know if it has flashback. I don't know. It doesn't have the ingredients on here, but I don't know about flashback. I don't, because, well, I don't take a whole lot of flash photography. Like, I mean, honestly, I take a lot of selfies, and that's about it, because I don't have any friends, so I'm so pathetic. But that's besides the point. But this is just my holy grail. I actually bought this because some lady kind of like talked me into it at Ulta, because they didn't sell the Laura Mercier powder, and I picked this up, and I fell in love that day. That changed my game. Like, that changed my makeup game, because I don't even know what to say about it, because it's fucking setting powder, and it's fucking amazing, okay? I have so much makeup that I need to try. So let me know if you guys want to see a full face video of the products. This was coming. So this isn't like, you know, something that I'm like in love with, like my Born This Way one. But this stuff, it does the damn job. It's better than a lot of the other ones I've tried. This just, it's good. It's good if you can get past the fucking smell. It smells like straight baby powder. Like, it's this far from my face and I can smell it. It's like super strong. Even in the other colors. Like, this is the translucent one. I have suntan as well. If you guys watch my other videos, you'll know. But that one I use all over the rest of my face, and I am pretty happy with the way my skin looks when I'm done. Okay, so we're gonna talk about contour. Okay. So for the two contours that I love, you guys see them all the time, and that is for drugstore, the Maybelline Master contour palette. I usually do not use these two colors. I just use this color, but this is one of the best cool tones. Like, this is probably the only thing I like that is cool tone. Like, okay, I usually love warm tones, but like I love a cool tone contour, like a taupey brown contour. The color's just great. Like, you guys can see how much I've used this. Like, you can already start seeing the outline of the pan. So I am gonna hit pan soon. And then I have my Anastasia contour kit, the powder one. And you can see this is pretty much loved. Obviously, this is my favorite color in this palette. I usually don't use much of these colors at all, but I mainly use these two for bronzing and contouring because I love that I can contour and bronze in the same palette. And these colors are not muddy. They do not leave me looking fucking horrible. They're great. They're great contour. Like, this is something I would recommend to people for a contour kit, but I would probably recommend this first only because it is cheaper and it has a decent highlighter in it. Like, I mean, the highlighter's nothing great, but it is the highlighter. Like, it's okay, but for like especially beginners, like a lot of my friends are, this comes with all three. This blush is not my cup of tea at all. I really don't go for super pink blushes, but we'll get the blush in a minute. Let's talk about what I did not like as contouring. I don't typically cream contour, don't use those kind of contours very often, but when I do, I will pick up a fucking concealer before I pick up this, because this I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get how people make it fucking work for them. Like, I don't. First off, like, look at them colors. You're like, okay, that doesn't look too bad. You open this fucking thing up, bro. Those colors don't look like that. They don't look like that. These are more, you know, orangish and brown. These are fucking gray. Look at that. It's like straight taupe. Like, that is not a fucking contour shade I want. It's so gray. Like, I don't like it. I cannot make these look good on me. I've tried all three colors. This one's too light, this one's too gray, and this one just looks like coffee on my fucking face. Like, how are you people doing it? And this is for fair. You watch my how to contour video, you know that, like, just watch my how to contour video. I use this. It was the do's and don'ts. This is a don't. Okay. So for blushes, I have a few, but I mean, these aren't, they're blush. Like, I'm not that much of a blush fanatic. Actually, I have a lot of blushes. I was about to lie to you. I have a lot of like individual blushes, and they're usually these Tarte ones, and they're usually these little mini ones that come in like subscription boxes and stuff, and like I think I have like damn near every color. No, I lied, because there's like 19 of them or 12 of them. I don't even know, but I have like 5 of them. This is Feisty. This is one I like. I like the color of it. Okay, but one I do really love is the Papa Don't Peach one by Too Faced. It is like the perfect pinky coral color, and it even has shimmer in it. smells fucking delicious. Like, it has shimmer in it, but you can't really tell. Like, it's so pretty. Like, look at that color. Like, you can tell right there. But you put it on, I don't even think you'll be able to see it, but you put it on and it's like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful blush. Then my other one, and it is very pink, but it's like not so pigmented that you're like, when you put it on, it's not like you're scared to death. Like, how do I fucking fix this? And it is the Nars Orgasm blush. It is pink and it is shimmery, but it's another one of those things that it's like the shimmer doesn't show through because I like a matte blush. I do not like something that has a lot of shimmer in it, and it's funny because the two that I mentioned have fucking shimmer in it. But if a blush has shimmer in it, I don't want a fucking highlighter. No. Alright, right. So moving on to highlighter. So I'm just gonna quickly touch on this because it's not like something that I have been dying for. But if for liquid highlight, I do like my Makeup Revolution one. I do feel like this is comparable to the Color FX ones. These are a little more glittery than the Color FX ones, but for $9, it beats the price of those Color FX ones. Like, I don't even know the price of those, but I don't have any, but I have tried them. Like, look at that. It gives you a beautiful sheen, and it has a little bit of glitter in it. I think it's just pretty. If you like liquid highlighters, which I'm not a liquid highlighter person, I usually can't get them to work for me. I do want to try more and experiment with more. What the fuck am I saying? But I like this one, and it's pink, and I usually don't like super pink highlighters because a highlighter that did not work for me, and the only reason it did not work for me because I usually like these highlighters and I have a bunch of them, was the Tarte one in Day Gleam, and that's because to me that looks like a blush. My skin is way too fair. This color just does not complement my skin. It looks like I'm trying to wear a blush. Like, look at that, that's darker than my damn blush. Yeah, like, and it's just, I could never wear the blush because it's a highlighter and it's shimmery and it's, no. Okay, but my favorite highlighters of this year are drugstore, the Wet n Wild Megoglo ones. Y'all, if you haven't tried these, you're not living your life. Like, I just want to show you. This is Blossom Glow, and this is my like more pinkish purple one. Okay, you can see it's on the brush. Look at that. That's just one swipe. Like, y'all, if you are not picking these up, you're out of your mind. And I have these two colors, which is Precious Petals and Blossom Glow. There's like 2 or 3 more I want because some of them just are a little too dark for my skin tone. But they're beautiful, and they make a lot of colors to fit a lot of skin tones. Like, I wouldn't say every skin tone, but a lot of them. So for a drugstore, you can't beat this. I think these are under $5. Like, I even have another one, and it's like a limited edition one, and actually it's not one I really care for. So, but these are bomb. And then something else I just recently picked up, but I'm already in love with, and I got it for $15. It was on sale, and then I got it for 20% off, and that's the Urban Decay Afterglow palette. Sorry, you can't really see it because of the packaging, but like, first off, these colors, look at them. First off, I'm thinking, like, when I first seen this, I was like, oh no, those are too dark. Like, that's a cute palette, but no, like, I'll never use those. The ones that are too dark for me, I could use the eyeshadows for 1, and 2, like, mind you, I've only used this a handful of times, and I was wearing it before I put this on. You can definitely swatch this one, but I use these two, and this one is a little too pink for my taste, but look at that. Like, look at that one. $15 I paid for this. I don't know how much it is originally, but like, this is on sale at Sephora. I like the packaging a whole lot. I think it's really neat, so get you one. And I like a poppin' highlight. but like this you can like do like a really subtle glow if you wanted to, or you can pack it on and it'll stay. That's my thing. Like I used to be obsessed with the Tarte highlighters, like obsessed. Like my favorite one is Exposed, and it's a really blinding highlight, but it's just something that doesn't stay all day. I feel like I've been talking forever, so moving right along. Palettes. I'm going to talk about palettes real quick because I don't need to go into explanation. I use these ones all the fucking time, and there's a lot of them that I love, so bear with me. These are my love palettes, okay? So starting off with these two, Morphe, of course. These are some of my favorite palettes, and this is the 35F and the 3502. This is the first palette I ever got from Morphe. I did a whole review on it, which I will leave up here. Did a whole review on it, and those colors are amazing. And then 35F is the perfect palette for shimmers. I have every fucking shimmer I could want. Every shimmer. Like all these are shimmers except this bottom row. So if you are a shimmer fanatic, like if I need something like a shimmer just to like pop on a crazy color, or like I want a shimmer to put in my inner corner or something, go straight for this. And this color is my favorite. Like that was barely touching it. Morphe just has great eyeshadows, and you can't beat the price. $23 for 35 eyeshadows. That's less than $1 a piece. And then this I'm going to talk about as a whole because there's 4 of them, and well, if you guys don't know by now, these are my favorites ever. Like this is my favorite formula. This is my favorite eyeshadow brand ever so far that I've ever tried. I have not tried a ton. I've just become an eyeshadow freak lately, so that is my Juvia's Place palettes. I have Magic, Saharan 2, the Zulu, and then the Douche, I have no idea what it's called. That palette, and they're all amazing. They're just, honestly, like I find myself using these more than anything. I use them today. It is straight, specifically Juvia's Place on my eyes. I did not use, and I used 3 out of 4 palettes, nothing else. So these are my most used palettes. Love them. I do have one Morphe palette that I don't really care for, and that is the 15D palette. I did a review on this. Did a whole review on this, and well, I feel like these are so basic, so fucking basic. These colors have been done a million times. Like y'all, you could have just swapped out a couple colors from here and put them in the 3502 palette and made that one even better, because a lot of times I find with Morphe palettes, the only beef I have with them is they have beautiful palettes and amazing pigmentation and stuff, but the colors are so close together. Like y'all, you can do better. You can do better, Morphe. Like look at these two. When I look at these look like the same exact color. Why do I need 2 of those in this palette? Why? Like you could have just replaced a couple of the ones in the 3502 that look the same and put like this orange in there, and you know, maybe one of these oranges. Like I just feel like this has just been there, done that kind of palette. I'm gonna talk about eyeliner. So for favorite eyeliner, if y'all don't know already what my favorite drugstore eyeliner is, then you've got to be crazy, but it is the Maybelline Lasting Drama eyeliner. I have 4 out of I think 6 colors. I don't usually use blues and purples. Like I haven't even opened this one. I just got it for Christmas, but I love these. They are amazing. They stay the fuck on. Stay on. They're so soft that like, I mean, that's the only thing I hate about them is they are so soft that you have to sharpen them constantly. But you know, I've never found a white eyeliner that does this. besides this Wet n Wild one. I paid like 89 cents for this, or 59 cents. This one. Like, first off, this thing is huge. It is not as soft as this. And it is a little harder to work with this. Like this, it just goes on. Done. This, like, it is a really good drugstore eyeliner. And so are these. These are great. Like, I actually have the purple in my waterline today. And then for a horrible, like, pencil drugstore eyeliner is this hard candy stay in line one. It's horrible. It's just plain horrible. Like, first off, let me just talk about this eyeliner. Like, let me show you. Do you see this? You see how much I'm doing this just to get that faint ass line? Like, it's not great. It's not. And then to put it in the waterline, you'll be there all day trying to get it in your waterline. It's not good. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. My favorite eyeliners is obviously my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This stuff, like, I don't even think I can find anything better. Like, it just is so good. It's just so good. And, like, it's just so fine. The tip is so fine that I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, because it's just, the tip is amazing. Like, I've tried a lot of other skinny eyeliners and I just don't like them. For example, like this NYX one, I got the super skinny eye marker. I used it in a try on video where I was trying a full face of new makeup, and I fucking despise this. I used it once and it's been sitting in a drawer since. It did not glide on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Kat Von D one just glides on. It's so easy to work with. Like, there's just nothing comparable to it. The Wet n Wild one, it's thicker, so it's a little more hard to work with, but it is pretty good. Wet n Wild does have some pretty good stuff. And then for another eyeliner is, I want a good fucking white liquid liner, and this stuff is, it just cracks and looks horrible. Like, it's very pigmented and it's very white, very fucking white, and that's what I want. But this NYX eyeliner is just so cracky that I just can't use it. Like, just save your money. Like, go to Urban Decay, they're great. And for eyebrows, Anastasia all the way. Anastasia. So honestly, I won't even lie to you, I think this is just because this is like the one things that I know that I've tried and I actually really like. Actually, this one is gone. This one is gone. I have ran out of it. This one is close to gone. And then I got a backup one. I have 3 different colors too, don't ask me why, but I have a backup one. Like, I had ashy brown hair, and it's just, these all work for me. They look great. They're not too harsh. They're very soft, so they're easier to work with. Even for beginners, I love this. I do want to say I do want to try the Precisely My Brow, but I just haven't got around to it, so. And then my dip brow. But my dip brow, yeah, obviously it looks like I have some spots that look really fake and shitty, but not to my preference, maybe. Like, I just wish that I had more eyebrows in that area. But that's not because of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, or pomade, yeah. I've been talking so long, I'm forgetting what the fuck I'm saying. But anyway, this stuff, like, it fills in what I need it to fill in. It doesn't take a lot. Like, I've had this forever, and I actually have another one that was the wrong shade. And, like, it looks like I've barely dipped into these. Barely. I've had this for months. Like, I haven't even got the whole top of it. They're just, like, this is gonna last you forever. First off, I use the Brow Wiz first, and then I go with this. So, maybe just it's me, but this thing is well loved. And it just, a little bit goes a long way, and it just leaves you with a beautiful brow. Alright, mascaras. So, I am somewhat of a mascara snob, but I like to try to test things and give them a try before I just totally write them off, because, as you guys know, I don't wear a ton of falsies. because I have really long lashes as it is, so I can get away with it, even though sometimes I do wear falsies. But that's a different story. I'm not going to put those in this video because I don't have a favorite. But anyway, my 3 favorite as of right now are all high-end. They're all high-end, and I'm sorry. I don't have a drugstore. I do have a drugstore favorite, and that's the Falsies by Maybelline. That's hands down always going to be my favorite drugstore foundation or mascara. But my 3 favorites are the Tartiest. What is this called? Just as the Tartiest. I know it has some other name, but I can't remember it. The Tarte's Light Camera Lashes, and I love these 2 together. Like, I always layer this one and then put this one on top of it. And honestly, like, this isn't probably even my favorite until I use this. And then the Better Than Sex, and the only reason why I'm showing you the waterproof one is because I'm out of the original one, which the original one is way better. I could barely use this. This is still probably like 90% full. Like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, everybody's like, it's a dupe. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. No, it's not. You're never gonna tell me different. No, it's not. It's okay, but it's not better than sex. Stop trying to convince me differently. So for lips, I do not have a ton of lip products, even though I have a ton of lip products. I don't even know. Like, my favorite lipsticks of all time are my Kat Von D Everlasting lipsticks. Favorite. This formula, everything about it's great. Like, I have 5 of these, or I have 5 different colors, 2 of them being minis and then the rest being these. But like, I was looking through my lipsticks and I'm like, you know, there's nothing that I'm like ecstatic about. And then another one that I would say I enjoy pretty much is the Tartiest lip paints. This is very light. It's like my skin color. But these are very smooth and velvety in just, I like them. They're pretty good. I mean, I don't really know what to say about them. Like, they're both drying, but not like to the point where it feels like your lips are gonna crumble and fall the fuck off. Plain and simple. Like, a lot of products are, and that's my problem. Because I'm a matte lipstick girl, I usually don't go for lipsticks. Like, hardly ever will you see me purchase lipsticks, even though I have a shit ton all over my vanity. But that's because they were given to me. And then a good drugstore one, like, I wouldn't say this is, you know, fabulous, super fabulous, but I do enjoy it, and I do have it on my lips today. This is one of the colors I have on, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks. They're very thick, but it is one of those things where, yeah, it's drying, but it's not like to the point where my lips are crumbling off. And that is my big problem with a lot of things. And like, I have yet to find, like, that's one thing I do like about the Jeffree Star lipsticks is they stay the fuck on. I think that's probably my only beef with the Kat Von D one is, like, you eat or drink or something and they're gone. Or they leave you this crazy ombre looking lip. But they're still beautiful, and I'm going to continue to wear them. My favorite nude lipstick is, I think, Bow and Arrow by them. I don't remember, but they're by Kat Von D. I have one other lippy to talk about. My first thing about this is I bought this thinking it was a matte lipstick, but that was a user error, reader error, whatever it is. But I bought this thinking it was matte, not a cream, and then when I did get it and I tried it, didn't like it. That is the KKW lip kit. Like, y'all, this is such cute packaging. I don't really care for the colors. I don't really care for the texture of them. I don't care for the formula. I don't care for nothing about this. This is probably my favorite color, and it's Kimberly. First off, the names. Why do you have so many nicknames, dude? I just think the colors are just too basic for one, and two, like, they're so pink and then like orange. Like, that's my favorite one out of all these. Fuck, I just threw one on the floor. They're just basic. Like, I've literally tried one on, and I don't know. I just don't like these at all. it looks very used, and the thing is I haven't used these. Like, it looks like I have used the shit out of these, and I haven't, because every time you pull them out, they're just messy. I don't know. I would never. I don't know, I just don't purchase no Kylie products either because they just don't fascinate me. So, and then probably because I got this and I just don't like it, so. I had to record this after the fact because I actually almost forgot and I don't have my microphone on, so if this sounds different, sorry. Setting spray. This is a huge staple. Huge staple. Okay, so for my drugstore, actually, like, I have a lot of setting sprays, but obviously I have like 2 that I really, really love. And like, I like the MAC Fix Plus, but I only have like a little version of it, so I really only use that to like spray my brushes, and it works pretty good. But so the one that I have is the Maybelline Master Fix. This holds my makeup in place like it should. Like, I mean, I don't know, setting sprays are setting sprays to me. Like, they just hold my makeup in place and they're nice. Some do, some don't. Like, there's some that I really just don't care for, but whatever. Actually, one that I don't like is the Urban Decay All Nighter, because, well, what the fuck are you talking about? This don't hold my shit all night. I don't know. It's okay, but it's just not one I reach for. I never reach for that. Never. The one I reach for the most, and because one, I love the way it looks. I seen Rob Beauty Christie's video, and like, she has the same fucking thoughts as me, I swear to God. But the Cover FX illuminating spray setting, the illuminating setting spray has changed the game for me. Like, some people don't like this because of the sparkles in it, but I do. Like, it just gives you that really dewy fucking face. Like, look at this. I have it on today, and yeah, it does leave sparkles on your face. It's like glitter, but like good glitter, very fine little glitter that just makes it look like a little glow. It's like a glowy glitter. I don't fucking know. Glitter, 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 glitter. Let me just tell you, it's a damn good glitter, okay? I like the Mister. The Mister, okay? The Mister, like a man. The mist thing on this, I don't even know if you guys can see that, but it's so fine. It's just like a really nice breath of fresh air. I love it. You probably can't see the sparkles on my face, but like, I use this because it gives you a very nice dewy glow. And I just, what else can you say about it? It's amazing. It's amazing. But with that being said, that's all I have. I'm looking around like, what else do I got? What else do I got? But that's it. That is my best and my worst products of 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, these are all based matter of opinions, so don't judge me, don't come for me. Just do you, girl. Just do you. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful and a safe new year, and I will see you guys next year. Bye!